Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Henrika. Now we talk about intonation. So let's check it out. Okay, before we talk more about intonation, I would like explain about definition of intonation. What is intonation? Intonation is the melody rise and fall of pitch that a human use to express his meaning or feeling through language. So there is seven patterns in intonation. The first in falling intonation, rising intonation, extra rising intonation, extra rising and falling intonation, a stated intonation, a falling and rising intonation, rising and falling intonation. Okay, the first is falling intonation. What is falling intonation? Falling intonation is characteristic by a clear fall of the pitch after the stressed syllables of the last context word towards the end of the sentence. Falling intonation is used in many situations. The first is statement. The number two is we have question, and the last is question tag. For example, a falling intonation. He like her. He like her. How are you? How are you? Okay, number two is rising intonation. Rising intonation is used in yes/no question, repeated question, and tag question. For example, for rising intonation, where do I live? Where do I live? I live in Pinrang, but this was word in Japanese. I live in Pinrang, but I was born in Japanese. Number three is extra rising intonation. When you use extra rising intonation, if you situation disbelief or surprises, you use intonation extra rising intonation. For example, you love him. You love him. It's surprising. Number four is extra rising falling intonation. Extra rising falling intonation. When your situation very happy, excited, and surprises. For example, you look great. You look great. You look great. Number five is sustained intonation or flat intonation. Flat intonation when you situations use serial number and board. So use situation board. For example, serious number. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And if you situation, if you're feeling bored, you just say no. So your intonation adjust flat. Okay, number 6 is falling and rising intonation. When situation shooting and pollutions. For example, don't cry, and thank you. Okay, the last is rising and falling intonation. A rising and falling intonation is often used in two part statement and into praise. For example, he come yearly. He come yearly. You love her? You love her? Okay, I think enough for this video. So see you next time. And the last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.